Hi, you guys. I hope you've been having an amazing weekend. I have a bunch of Botox scheduled later today that I'm doing a video about. Gonna try to make my jaw look more defined and have my neck where there's wrinkles, have that taken away and see what it looks like. I've never done it before. See if it's all that in a bag of chips. I've been pretty impressed with some things that I've been doing recently. Semaglutide is one of them. I can't believe how much weight I lost. Would you guys believe I'm 126 pounds? Yeah. Look, I haven't been 126 pounds since I think Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 2 reunion. I was actually less. I was like 123 pounds at that reunion, but pretty damn close. Anyway, check out the podcast tab. An episode of Dishing Drama Dana dropped today. In the free part of that particular episode, I talk about real connections between the CIA and Hollywood inspired by the 2018 Kanye West Ye alleged docu-series clips that have been dropped recently. And I cover it and tie it to that, which I think you guys will find fun. I cover it from both perspectives, that it could be true that Kris Kardashian's boyfriend is part of the CIA, and that it could be not true, and Ye is just having an episode and is delusional in this docuseries. So you can kind of look at it from both sides. And then I also talk about Bijou Phillips and play a short receipt about her assaulting two of my favorite actors. One guy from Mean Girls, which you know how much I love Mean Girls and Clueless and Heathers and all that. And the other one is from The Princess Diaries, one of my favorite actresses in that movie, which I really loved. So I was already, after doing a deep dive of Bijou Phillips, kind of like, ew, she's gross. And then it makes all the sense in the world why she's with Danny Masterson, or was, since she's filing divorce to protect probably his and her assets. But I was like, after I heard that she assaulted them, my two faves, I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, girl. Anyway, oh, the Bijou Phillips, a Rosetta Stone for sure of gossip. All right, so let's get into today's video, which is why Kim Zolciak Biermann keeps trying to get into Kroy Biermann's master bedroom. And I know you're like, what are you talking about? Well, there's a strategy behind this, as there is almost with everything with Kim Zolciak Biermann. And it's not what you think. And I'll also be dealing with the rumors that Kim Zolciak Biermann hooked up with Chet Hanks on the set of the Surreal Life. So I was leaked information last week, I think it was, that Kim Zolciak actually has had the cops to her house, not just once, like the TMZ police body cam footage showed from just like a day or two ago, but actually almost every night. So the night before court, the night of court, the night following court, like they have had the cops visit the property that Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann are still living in together. Kroy is absolutely done with Kim. He wants her out. He doesn't want her seducing him anymore. She keeps using excuses about a neck injury, saying that she has to sleep in the master bedroom. But really what she does when she gets in there, she also says her stuff is in there, but she refuses to remove her stuff, that she seduces Kroy into sleeping with her, and actually she gains rights in a way in doing that. Now, with that in mind, what I just said, I want you to rewatch the TMZ body cam footage, but I, of course, cut it way, way down. We don't need 4 minutes of toxic crazy, but just the parts that I think you should really pay attention to.
You do us a favor. If he opens that door, will you please not create and exacerbate the issue or create another issue? Can you go in, get whatever you need, and then come back out without causing another issue?
I don't think it's fair that I have to sit out here with this and try to be.
Well, then I can't help you.
This is new. I've been living in the master. This is the first night he decided, because I asked him to please file, and he finally did.
It's just a sticky situation for us because it's also his property.
There's no manipulation. There's no manipulation. I don't want to be with Kroy. I've not wanted to be with Kroy for a very long time. This is why we're at where we're at. I just want to sleep in my bed.
Okay, so we can't just kick in the door and force them to let you sleep in there. That's just going to make the situation works for you when we leave.
Look, ma'am, so what we do is mediation. Either if you want to get some things out of there, I need you to agree, because he's not going to open that door if you don't agree. Listen to me. If you do not provide access to that, sir, if you continue down this road, it's not going to go well.
So Kroy Biermann wasn't really understanding why Kim Biermann wasn't leaving the master bedroom. And then I think he got hip to it because he brought it up in court last week. But essentially why Kim kept not wanting to leave the master bedroom, leaving her stuff in there, trying to seduce Kroy into having sex with Kroy, was because of this. Georgia is a weird state, and sex does mean something. If you cheat, there are old fornication laws that you can find yourself in a position of a criminal misdemeanor, and you can get remedy within the court system, although antiquated. In addition to that, if you're getting a divorce and you have sex, one of the participants in the divorce can say that the separation isn't valid and that the divorce shouldn't move forward, which we all know Kim Biermann is trying to halt the sale of the property by filing for a bankruptcy and or trying to make money to salvage the property. She really doesn't want to give up the house. So she is trying to reset the process of the separation and the divorce and the court proceedings in any way possible, which for her means having sex with Kroy or trying to pretend she's having sex with Kroy by maintaining documentation that she's in the master bedroom. So there is a whole strategy behind this master bedroom obsession that she seems to have and Kroy. In court, Kroy did call this out a little bit and was like, please, judge, order her out of the master bedroom. There's plenty of guest rooms in the property. Now, I just want to remind you guys that Kim Zolciak and Kroy's house is a 17,000 square foot estate. It has 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, which means even if every kid has their own bedroom, even the older girls who aren't really at home that much, they're in Los Angeles most of the time, that there are still an extra few bedrooms for Kim Zolciak to choose from to sleep with her neck injury and everything else. And this is really an indicator of this bigger strategy, which I'm trying to get across the line to you guys. If the parties have sex after the petition is filed, the divorce petition, then technically they have not remained in a true state of separation since the filing. While it may not be common, I've seen judges dismiss a divorce action and make the parties refile the case, in other words, buying more time for Kim under these circumstances. And you can bet your bottom dollar that is why Kim is obsessed with the master bedroom. See, I'm right. Kroy Biermann's lawyer has a theory about Kim Zolciak Biermann's legal strategy amid the duo's messy divorce proceedings. My guess is that Kim's grand plan is to file for bankruptcy. Marilys A. Bergstrom exclusively told Us Weekly of the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum on Friday, September 15th. Now, you cannot, with a bankruptcy, get out of an over $1 million IRS tax debt, ever. But you can stay in your home for a period of time and potentially work out a payment plan with the bank again. All right, so this is laughable. This is Kim Zolciak supposedly flirting with Chet Hanks during the Surreal Life filming. She definitely did this for camera. Do I think that she thinks Chet's hot? Probably. Does she only have one skill set, which is seducing men and having sex with them? I'm pretty sure of that at this point, and I'm not being not supportive to women when I say that. I'm actually hoping that Kim develops another skill set soon, which is why I'm calling it out. So first of all, let me just tell you a little bit about Chet Hanks. Chet Hanks, back in the last few years, has addressed assault charges to his ex-girlfriend, Kiana. By the way, this is not his baby mama. This is another lady that he had a relationship with that was serious, who, by the way, said horrific things about Chet Hanks, that he was physically abusive to her, controlling. Here's a little sample. I was laying in bed and he started harassing me verbally and forcefully shoving me, telling me I would never disrespect him. He was in control. He would not allow what happened with his mom and dad's relationship to happen to ours, I guess Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, and other things, she said in an affidavit filed with the request for a restraining order. Sorry, that's my dog. When she tried to leave, he grabbed her with great force by her right arm, causing instant pain. Defensively, she started to flail. According to the lawsuit, he allegedly turned over tables, threw a bottle of Parker, eventually smashing her phone, and chasing her out of the room in his boxers, trying to drag her back by the arm. She says Parker says Hanks threatened to jump from the balcony and told her no one would believe a ghetto black bitch over him. Lovely guy. Parker also says that in December 2020, they got into an argument in which Hanks threatened to blow her brains out. Chet also came out in 2021 with an album, White Boy Summer, because he's a rapper. I know, it's hard to believe Tom Hanks' son is a rapper, but he is. And a lot of people thought that he was trying to be a white supremacist. This is what he said he meant by that. He said he was trying to be like Jack Harlow and kind of play off that kind of vibe, and it wasn't racism, and he is not at all racist. The fans were like, you didn't need to call your album that. It's just so dumb. You're either the biggest idiot on the planet or you're just disrespectful, because obviously everyone's going to interpret that in their own way, and it's going to be bad, basically, but especially given the climate, right? So that's it. So that's Chet in a nutshell. Now, that's just the surface of Chet. I can go so deep. Let me show you. And just so you know how deep I went with Chet, look at the description from my confessional video. Dana takes you through the cell text messages from Tom Hanks' son, Chet, to Kiana that were released in her civil case against him for assault and battery for $1 million. They are juicy and share insight on the current controversial Blind 4 about Tom Hanks released by NT recently. Dana explains the lawsuit claims from both sides and how the evidence presented is impacting gossip land. Dana plunges into Tom and Rita's son Chet full force and shares with you some surprising information about him. There are many conspiracy theories on Tom Hanks, which Dana summarizes as she contemplates that Chet is actually lighting fuel to that fire. What is a white boy's summer, and do you want to support it or not? Dana answers the burning question of why Tom and Rita Hanks got their Greek citizenship. Does Tom Hanks have a dark side? And did he cheat on his first wife, Samantha? Learn this and much more. I just wanted you guys to know what I'm talking about. Now, Kim Zolciak is attracted, obviously, to dysfunctional relationships, so this could be the draw. But I wanted you to know that this relationship's going nowhere. I'm getting in the mood for Halloween. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. You never know what you're going to get from this witch.